I never sent the link out. So shout out if you're on here. Happy CPI day. Give me 1 second, family. Let me send this out so people know we're awake and live today. Bring up some charts here. Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning. It is August 14th, something like that. Yeah, 14th. CPI day. A little earlier than usual for me. I think it's been some weeks. I think since I've sat at my desk pre 9 o'clock. We get some Viking music. You guys want a music change up? The reason I went with this was because YouTube copyright strikes me every day. I think they're getting really annoyed with my channel. This is needed for CPI? You might be right. Maybe we'll switch it up as we get closer. We'll try not to annoy YouTube here. Ever since I think we tried to watch like an episode of Seinfeld while streaming, YouTube's been just smacking me. Alright, let's take a look at some stuff here. See what expectations are for this morning. Alright, we got inflation rate coming out month over month, looking at a forecast of 0.2 to 0.1, so a little bit of a rise there. Year over year, expected to come out at 0.2 to 0.3, a little bit of a decrease. And then non-core, also looking at an increase month over month and flat year over year. Alright. This is gonna be a pretty messy release. I almost think this reacts bullish dollar. Here's my thing. Last inflation report came out at a bit of a surprise. It came out better than expected. Two, I don't think, I've told you guys this before, but as we get to the lower 3%, you know, higher 2%, it becomes harder and harder to kind of actually bring that number down. Right, it's a little bit different than when it's up at 4, 5, 6%. So I wonder if the market kind of brushes this result off. If it does come out like this, where the month over months kind of see an increase, the year over years kind of come out flat, relatively unchanged. I do think you maybe get bullish dollar. Maybe you don't immediately get the reaction bullish dollar, but maybe we settle in bullish dollar. Unless we come out as a surprise again. We can come out as a surprise again. I mean, this can come out at 0.0 with no change. I mean, this can come out as expected. This can come out again, maybe negative. That'd be a surprise. So there could be some surprises here. Based off the forecast, I don't know. This is pretty mixed. Not really my ideal inflation rate to trade. So this looks pretty ugly. Expectations. Gold flirting with all-time highs here, so it wouldn't surprise me if she wants to run for it. I did take some shorts on this yesterday, but we got out over in this pricing here. After we got this rejection, I was like, yeah, gonna lock in some money. So took some money there. The personal account got broke even, which is a shame, but again, I wanted the swing or nothing there, so good little intraday trade. Actually, not even a good intraday trade. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not where we got out. Let's say we didn't really catch that many points. I got out like on this bullish candle here. Yeah, yesterday, so we only captured like, I don't even know what it was, like 90 points, 80 points, 80, 90 points. So a pretty choppy day yesterday, nothing really going on. Again, today we look to get mixed results. I would like to see gold fall. Also would like to see all-time highs, but I would like to see those fall first so I could trade into the all-time highs. Chart pretty ugly besides that. Oil, not a trade that I'm in. Yeah, oil has fallen a little bit, and Q holding up, Dow holding up. Again, this is just kissing into the inefficiency here. These are not great POIs for buying. I don't know, man. Maybe hopefully we get a bullish reaction out of CPI, but then we can sell it. That would be, I think, the best case with mixed data. And these forecasts are not great. So if these forecasts come out like they are at point 2, if we get like a little bit of an increase out of the year over year, I'm probably gonna be looking to go into like bullish dollar. I think that'd be pretty good too. Unless we beat. Again, if we come out better than expected, then there's obviously we're not playing that game. Oh yeah, this is like mixed data. I'm not a big fan of this. Twitter is kind of crazy with people shorting EU and gold sitting in drawdown. Yeah, well, Twitter's retarded sometimes, or X, whatever. The sitting in drawdown is the funny part, because usually people won't be sharing what they're in when they're down. So yeah, man, we'll see what these result comes out as. I'll be honest, there's chart-wise, there's really nothing to talk about. Again, this is pretty ugly overnight. This is pretty ugly overnight. And forecasts not looking the best. This is also the last inflation reading that we're gonna have before the Fed meeting for September. So pretty important data, but I'm pretty sure the Fed's gonna be, again, unless we beat this data by a lot, I think the Fed's gonna be looking at primarily last. I mean, they'll take into account this release for sure, but again, I think this will be widely unchanged, and most of the focus should be on the last result that we had. Let me just go see what our AI recaps for the morning are from our bots. This bot delivered blank development. Okay, look at that. UK inflation data lower than expected. CPI figures may increase the likelihood of Bank of England rate cut in September. Okay, so we had lower CPI out of the UK. Economic reports from France and the Eurozone showed mixed results with slight variations in CPI and GDP. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The US, I think it's going to be the same thing, man. We're going to see some data is going to be good, some data is going to not be great. Global concerns. Russia extends ban on gasoline exports while China warns of rate risks amid bond ETF redemptions. Russia extends ban on gasoline exports. Just more oil data to take in. Asian stocks rise ahead of US CPI data. And just more talk about the Bank of England potential rate cuts. Only lots on EU shorts. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, if you shared a link or something, the bot, YouTube probably doesn't like that. So, and I don't know if Nightbot joins us, but Nightbot also doesn't enjoy that either. Well, that might be disabled for right now. But yeah, if you're trying to share a link and it deleted it, that would be why. Usually I wouldn't mind trying to buy NQ or the Dow before news here. Because of the status of the mixed data, I'm not going to partake in pre-news moves. But again, it would be nice to see dollar fade off so we can, depending on the data, possibly buy it. Again, if this comes out as a beat, I'm not gonna touch that. We're also at the lower end of our new dollar index range, so we've really done nothing, man. Played from liquidity to liquidity this week. Was a link push or no? Yes, brother. Their fucking notifications on, bro. It was just a link. Share it, Roman. Share it in the community. Oh, there you go. Okay, share it in Discord. I got you. Let's see what we got here. Walter Vanelli, B4 to reach. What the fuck is B4? Euro USD, is that what he means? To reach an extension till 20. B4 to reach an extension till 25 lots. I need to cut lower position, closed short from 10. What is this guy doing? Negative 194 pips in short. Now 17 point. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? What kind of trading is this? This guy's got 41,000 followers. FX mentor, a professional forex trader since 1982. 25 years in dealing. Okay, so he trades like a bank. Okay, well, I still think you have the sentiment. I still think you have the sentiment wrong, brother. But okay, yeah, whatever. I can't even look at shit like that, dude. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever looked at. He's trying to trade like he's still at the dealing desk, though, which I think is funny. Been trading since before we were even, but yeah, that don't mean nothing, though, bro. You can, here's the thing, bro. You can trade for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years and still fucking suck at it. That don't mean nothing, bro. There's plenty of people that play baseball until their older age and they just fucking suck and they never no chance of going professional. That don't mean nothing, dude. Same thing with people that come in and like within a year they're doing like crazy numbers. It's just a game. It's experience means a little bit, but it doesn't mean everything. I thought that I would be further along with my experience when I started, and I'm not. So it's like, again, you know, I'm happy just to be profitable. Again, I don't own 8 Lambos and 3 mansions, but besides the point, you know. Again, you can just be mediocrely profitable. You could just make 70,000 a year and not work like a traditional job, and that's like perfectly okay. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, I mean, I still, to the people that tell me like, oh no, I need to make $1 million a year, I'm like, why? I'm like, I mean, think about it. Like, if you make the same thing that you made from your job, maybe a little bit more, maybe, you know, preferably not less. Preferably not less. Preferably, we want to make like 20% more than what you would be making in whatever job you would typically be holding. That's like, if you can do that, I think you're in a great spot. That's just me, though. Again, like, obviously, you want to shoot for more, push for that, but like, you know, if you can't make 80,000 a year trading, 50,000 a year trading, and like live comfortably like you would a job, then I don't know. There's like, your goal is weird. Your goal is weird. At some point, you have to be like, cool, like this is fine to sustain, and then of course, I'll keep pushing for more. Lots of banks had trading operations that lost money. Yeah, that too, bro. There's time to, bro. Banks lose hundreds of millions, billions of dollars too. Like, yeah, it's not again, big bank eats little bank all over the place. So, a little bit of realism for y'all this morning. If not, I mean, feel free to go hop in Lambo Raul's stream where, you know, he'll tell you that, you know, you're not a profitable trader unless you have 5 Lambos. In which case, I say, enjoy the stress, brother. Enjoy the stress. You want your time freedom with little stress, little work, maximum do whatever the fuck I want. That's what you want. The rest of it is just icing on the cake. Ah shit, I'm not a pro. Yeah, either am I, bro. Fucking, I'm not riding around on a yacht every day. I'm also not commuting across a bridge to somewhere that tells me when I can or cannot eat. So I'm living the old American dream. Alright, let's see what we get here at a fucking CPI. At 2 minutes, gold pushing down. Kind of funny. Again, I think down is ultimately the direction here today. Unless we come out with like a crazy beat. And Q and YM pushing up. Yeah, that's suspect as fuck. So we shall see what we get here. Alright, let me pull up the results here. Please spike up on bad numbers. Please spike up on bad numbers. Come on, baby. Oh, but I am buying Starlink this month. Yeah, I mean, look, now you can do what you do from anywhere. Oh man, what a tragedy that must be. Oh boy, you're just you're never gonna make it, brother. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see if TradingView can deliver this in a timely fucking manner. Okay. Nice rally up. Let's see what we got. 0.2, 3.2, 0.2, 2.9. Okay, so these are not great. Oh yeah, I think that bearish sentiment is the way to go. See, those are not great numbers. NQ with the crazy spike down. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like gold. I don't know, man. I like gold to the sell side. That might just be me. I like gold to the sell side though. I'm gonna take I like 3 little micro contracts just because I don't like the volatility right now. But I'm gonna go short gold and I'm gonna run 20 points above the stop here. I got scale-ins up here though, so I'm already green on this. A modest 185 bucks a profit right now. 27. Alright, I'm gonna go break even. Alright, I snuck in a 4th contract. Yeah, I'm short break even already. Like I said, those numbers are not great, man. Right, this is just mixed. If this comes back and breaks me even again, I won't blame it, because, like, obviously, this is a very bullish asset, so I'm already break even on it. And again, these numbers are not great. Like, you see an increase in the month over month. The year over year, again, came out, you know, I mean, slightly better, but, like, flat, really. Again, like, the month over month for standard, you know, from -1 to 0.2. Again, a little bit decrease in the year over year, but that's probably just data falling off. Like, that's not, you know, with the months over months rising, that is just data falling off. So, again, I like this to the downside. I'm already risk free. So, I mean, this either continues or it comes back and takes me a break even today. That 4th contract really fucked up my average price, though, unfortunately. I did not consider it fucking it up that much. But yeah, nonetheless, we're in, man. Let's go take a look what NQ and YM are doing. Yeah, again, I like this stuff to the sell side, man. I mean, I liked gold more than anything, but these, again, NQ kind of spiked its high. Same thing with, like, the Dow. Like I said, these POIs are interesting, too, because, again, like, look, you have, like, the Dow and fresh liquidity up here. You had, like, NQ, kissed the inefficiency. Again, these things have moved nice, so maybe this data falls off and, like, I get broken even. There's a high probability of that. Gold's moving a lot nicer, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But Yeah, I would like to get a nice move. Down like the 2480. Nice little correction here before we go for all-time highs. But again, we could simply just observe this and push back. But again, that's why I'm risk-free, right? That's why I have no risk, no shame in the game there. According to Tate, we were all brokies. Exactly. I use Andrew Tate's definition of whether or not I'm broke. That's a great way to go about life. You don't own a Bugatti, you're broke. That's it. Point blank, simple. Still holding 10% of my NAS buy for Monday. Fire, brother. I love that for you. I love that for you. Alright, we up 343. Nothing crazy. 320. Let's see if we get any sort of continuation here. See if we can scale some money off. Would be great. Again, I don't expect many people to have followed me in this trade, unless you believed in it like I did, off the mixed data. Again, until we really kind of start breaking below here, I'm not even gonna really be that confident in it. As of right, that's why I'm break even so quick. My break even is more like here now. But again, this is a very, very bullish asset right now. So going short against it, I'm not trying to keep any sort of risk in. Yeah, hopefully we get a nice break below 24.98. Again, do I think that we hit 24.80 today? I don't know, probably not. I'll probably scale some off if we can even just take 24.94. I'll probably book some profits, then just hold the rest. Take 2 off and hold. It's really just the plan. We get like one more push down, take 2 off, hold, call it a day. I'll lock in my 200 with Top Step, and that'll be that. That'll be that. We get paid, we get paid. Again, this is only 4 micros. It's like, again, because of the volatility, I wasn't trying to button spam. But it looks pretty good. Good solid trade. And then I'll probably relax till the open. I worry though. This is gonna break me even before the open. Should just take my money and call it a day. Don't even experience the open 5 minutes. Like, end my day in 5 minutes. Would y'all be mad if I did that? A quick little stream. 5 minutes and done. Honestly, that'd be the best thing for you guys. Would be just to end stream and show you guys me just take my money and go enjoy my day, rather than me sit here and give it back, and then you learn nothing from that. You learn that I gave back 300 bucks. But we'll chill. Yeah, I took a short position, which again is so far green. Again, I'm break even. I'm chilling. I'm good. I just thought gold would go up for safe haven reasons, but what do I know? I mean, there's other. I mean, that's why this is probably gonna break me even though because of that. That's what I'm saying. Like gold is a very bullish pair. You have the stuff going on in the Middle East. Like this is not, by all means. Like I don't enjoy being short gold. So what do you want me to do? I wasn't gonna buy it. Like the data did not come out great. It's just that simple. You gotta play the data. And we're only 6 minutes past news. This could easily break me even and be at all-time highs by day close. And who knows? I might even be in a buy by that. We might get a different setup. I took an NQ short at 19,143. Let's go, Wally. What's up, brother? 19,148. So you took the spike up as well. Nice. I like it. Again, we'll see what happens. Again, we either get follow through or we don't. Again, the data isn't like that bad. It's not like terrible. The year over year is like honestly pretty good. Again, the year over year 2.9. That's people are gonna like seeing that, man. It's the first time we've seen 2% there, I think. It is, right? Yeah, it is. So it's like you're seeing the number too inside of CPI for the first time in a very long time. So, again, the year-over-years could take control by end of day, man. It's completely possible. Yeah, see, like, look at gold already. Gold's already like, see? Go fuck yourself. That's cool. We break even. That's fine. Such is life. Though it hasn't broke me even yet. I'm up 51, 39, 35, 31. It'll tap me here in a second, I'm sure. Yep, cool. There's my $3. Again, we're still pre-open, so like normally we wouldn't even be alive right now. We're just gauging how the market responds, right? See how the market responds to this data. He's not recovering as much. The DXY really not responding like that either. Again though, I'm not my interest is not in shorting that. If that didn't hold, then that didn't hold. If we weren't gonna get like a break below, we're gonna stay in this ugly ass range we've been in all week. We're probably gonna end the day a little higher. That's cool for now. But it's basically still 3%. Yeah, I'm not looking at it that way though. There's no reason for me to scale out of that trade. The only reason I would have scaled out of that trade is if we hit fresh liquidity. I trade from liquidity to liquidity. That's just the way that I do it. Where I messed up was actually adding that fourth contract. That's what screwed me, because I'd probably still be in the trade if had I not done that, because my entry was just good enough to actually, hold on, let me see. I don't know if that's entirely true, because gold did push up here. No, I would have got taken out. Yeah, the fourth contract did move my average price a lot more than I had intended it to. I should have just added 4 from the get-go. Alright, let's see what indices are doing real quick. NQ recovering. Yeah, this market still don't know what it wants, man. Doesn't know if it wants to play the month over month, the year over year. And it's a pretty mixed result. Like I said, it's not gonna look too great across everything. However, if I was gonna look at this, I would ask myself one thing. Like, does any of this change anything that's gonna happen in September? Alright, I want you guys to answer that before I answer it, but do you guys think this changes anything in September? You think anything in here changes? And remember, keep in mind, September is including projection materials, which I have to make a little video on and give you guys my my paths that the Fed is gonna take. 'Cause I think they're gonna change up the projections a lot. But anyway, I guess like when if you guys would ask yourself, does any of this data today change anything about September? Right? What conclusion would you guys come to? Yes or no? Let's just take a look real quick. Yeah, these are still mostly undecided. Let's see, Freeze on Low said no. Eric said, what's going on, Eric? I think that there's an increase in the probability of no rate cut. I think there's an increase of the probability that there's no rate cut. I guess I should have asked what you even expected out of September 1st, because I guess not everybody expects what I expect. I would personally disagree with that statement. I think that there's no chance that they don't do a rate cut, honestly. That's really how I feel about it. %75% chance of a rate cut. I don't think it changes anything about September. I don't think it changes anything about September. I always thought they were going to do a rate cut. I've been saying that since like January, so I have no choice but to really stick firm to that as of right now. I don't think it changes anything. I really don't. I don't think it, specifically Mark's comment though, I think that there's an increase in the probability of no rate cut. I would like it if you expanded on that further, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of really disagree with that. The idea of no rate cut. But I'd love to... Maybe we gotta talk about it more later on the phone, because it's probably annoying to type, but I'm curious what your thought process is that. Sure, we saw hot data beginning of the year. Bro, you wouldn't say that the last, like, not this CPI report, the report before this, we finally saw some positive data for that. Okay. Sure, we saw hot data beginning of the year. And we finally saw... Yeah, the year started kind of... I mean, the year... I wouldn't say hot, but I get what you're saying. But on balance, I don't think it's there. I don't know, man. I think you're focused too much on the inflation. Like, what, dude, the unemployment rate is above their median expectations for not only this year, but also next year. And it's rapidly increasing. Again, bro, that dual mandate, you gotta, like, I keep saying, fuck the inflation numbers. These inflation numbers don't even mean anything in terms of September. Like, trust me, I tell you, the Fed don't give a shit about this. This don't mean fucking nothing. This didn't even change. This is nothing. The only thing that's really good out of this, the only thing that really supports the September rate cut here, is the fact that you're seeing the number 2 in any capacity for the first time. That's fantastic. That's like that adds a little bit of hopium to the people that are on the rate cut side. But boy, those unemployment numbers, man, the Fed cannot ignore that. I don't care what they say about inflation. But on balance, I don't think it's... I mean, you could be right, dude. They could absolutely not cut them in September. I think that'd be a really stupid move, though. I think they waited the perfect amount of time. They waited past June, nothing in July. September is a great time. It gives them time before the holidays to see how markets react, and then they can decide what they want to do at the end of the year. I think it's the best time. I don't think there's a better time. I think if we skip it in September, we're going to regret it, and the holidays are going to be a shit show. That's what I think. I think if we don't do it, I think the holidays are not going to be fun, market-wise. I think we'll see more volatility than we should see, and I don't think it'll be good. Alright, anyway, let's see what some of this stuff is doing. YM there, and keep moving up. Gold has still not really done anything. Again, I would lean towards the bullish side, because again, it really does look like these are going to just brush this off. Still kind of want to wait till the open. I want to see if we get any, like, fills of wicks would be nice. Q just looks like it wants to run, though. Rock in a hard place, my friend. Yeah, but they've been in a rock in a hard place for like 2 years. Like, something, one of those have gotta give, brother, at some point. I don't think they can do nothing for much longer. I really don't think they can. Put it this way, if they don't cut rates, I don't know what employment's going to be like going into the end of the year. We're going to go into the end of the year with like 5% unemployment. Like, it's speeding up. Like that's the thing that they gotta watch. Like, they can't be too slow, bro, because... let me see if I can get... Just, what was the last labor report? Unemployment would have been... Yeah, we'll have to see what this comes out with for August numbers, but... So the September, because the September, like, here's the thing, dude, is like, it's like starting to speed up too. That's my thing. Like, it was going up by like like a tenth of a percent, right? So from 3 points, or 3.9 to 3.8 to 3.9 to 4% to 4.10 to 4.3. It's like, if we keep that momentum up and we jump to 4.5 and the Fed still hasn't cut, dude, that's just got disaster written all over it. That's all I'm saying, man. I just don't think anything changed for September, brother. I'm just here trying not to get margin. Please don't get margin called. Please don't be doing anything that can get you margin. I'm not gonna lie. I like the gold buys at this point with like indices running. But I would like to see the open first, because I think you could fill the 15-minute wick. Gold between 24.98 and today's low for buys. I don't like those bunch of equal lows in that area. That's what I would have liked to see out of the short, Jose. Ideally, unfortunately, I got knocked out at break even on this because I didn't want the risk. Hold on. Go between 24.98 and today's lows for buys. Yeah, as long as you're looking at futures pricing, you're not looking at like, I don't know if you're looking at like the standard gold. But yeah, like down in like this liquidity pocket would be like pretty nice. Again, that's where I wanted to kind of short into, but unfortunately I got taken at break even because the volatility was just too much for my little risk to handle. Alright, getting some fade offs here. Yeah, that area on futures. Yeah, I would like to see what we do down there. Again, preferably around the open. I don't think I'll trade before the open at this point. I hear in the labor report and I get it, but I also don't think the cut will make that much of a difference. Yeah, I mean, if you hope they break the market, then obviously you don't want them to do anything. The longer they keep rates high and the labor market does fall, they will break the market, but... And that's the thing though too, bro. It's not that I think that them cutting, and I'm just gonna keep adding to this because it's just good conversation, but I don't think that them cutting is going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. The only thing, well, I guess it does change things in some way. Like the only thing that it does change is it changes the potential like future volatility of things like unemployment. It might slow it a little bit. Ultimately it's still gonna go up, right? Whether they cut or not, it's already been set in motion, and there are already things that are happening outside of that which is going to make that go up, right? There's various things between cutoffs and immigration and other things like that all impact. It's all going to impact unemployment, regardless of what the Fed does. However, it's like they need to get that ball moving now, so when things do start to look really bad, that they're not just trying to get it rolling then. So it's like you need to do one cut now so you can pause and wait a little bit so things are kind of set in motion, and then like as the problem becomes more and more apparent, it's like, okay, we really have to do something, and it doesn't, the idea of maybe doing like a 50 basis point cut isn't crazy. It's like it doesn't look like an emergency cut, so they need to kind of slow roll something, whether it's a 12.5 or whether it's a 25. And again, it doesn't really matter. They just need to get that moving to some degree. And that's why I want to see it. It's not like I think it's gonna fix their issue. It's not gonna fix their issue. It's not gonna fix their issue. Just like raising rates didn't really fix the inflation issue. It's like inflation went to where it went to, not because of anything they really did with rates. I mean, they again, like look at the rate that rates went up. Like we had to we had to raise them at rates that or at a rate that we've never seen before. Like the velocity that rates went up were like faster than ever before because we had to, because they fucked up the timing. It's like they can't afford to fuck up the timing again. But yeah, again, anyway, those are my Fed rambles. Again, I'm not them. I actually would love Powell's job. I think I could do Powell's job very well. I would love to be Powell. Honestly, I wouldn't even trade. I would love just to be able to set rates and like look at the data. I mean, I feel like I have a good personality for that too. I feel like I could walk out there and I could just take questions and beat around the bush and like not really say anything but still say the same thing that we already published. Like I feel like that'd be a pretty good job for me. I have that fuck your calls, fuck your puts mentality for sure. There's still a lot of liquidity steering this ship. I think there's a huge lag in data. Of course there is. Why do you think I've been saying unemployment's gonna go up for so long? Because it lags. It's been lagging for a while, bro. I've been saying the same thing, dude, since like January. Like my story has not changed. Shout out to those of you guys that have like been there the whole time. But like, again, you can go on Twitter. I tweet all my dumbass thoughts like this. I've been saying it since January, bro, that the Fed can't move before June. They have to move in September. Unemployment's gonna get to X level by then. It's all obvious. Like unemployment below 6% is like not even a thing in my head. Like we're at 4.3, like 5% easy by like February. If they cut. If they don't cut, then that's gonna be expedited. Maybe in the January report. Maybe. It's like you're well, actually, hold on. How many more reports do we have? We have the September, October, November, December, January, February. So that's 6-7 reports. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 5% unemployment, easy. By like January, February, easy. All those layoffs that we had at the beginning of the year, they're starting to take effect. Or starting to show in the data. And also understanding that the unemployment report is like... It's like a fucking survey, bro. That's like they send it out. It's like it's a best guess. It's not even really an accurate representation. 4.3% unemployment just means that 4.3% of the people that like answered it essentially are unemployed, or claiming that they are. There's a bunch of people that get the report that don't respond. Whether they're employed or unemployed is irrelevant. But again, you also got to think the nature of like how they get those numbers. Right? It's literally just a fucking survey. Walks in, drop a 0.25, can drop mic, walk out. Yeah, we were receiving no questions at this time. We decided to cut rates. Fucking deal with it. Unemployment's getting worse. Yeah, inflation's getting better. How's housing? Who cares? That would literally be me. I first realized when they were looking at CPI and it was the year over year when oil was 0. Oh, that's 100% Powell's job. 100% Powell's job. And the Fed's job in general is to yeah. Like, here's the thing with the Fed. The Fed is the perfect example of what I follow with the 10th man rule. They're the perfect example of the 10th man rule. Because like when everybody's screaming, recession, this and that, like they have to be that calming voice, right? They have to be like well, the data says this and we're watching this and there's these other factors. Like they're meant to be that person who's supposed to be like, anti-media. It's like the media is like roaring one thing and like the Fed has to come in and like crowd control. It's literally what their job is. It's like not make people panic. And hold that balance. Tough job. Definitely not easy. Alright, NQ still doing nothing here into the hour. Again, gold. Almost filled that wick. Still playing in the range though. The Dow. Yeah, slowly grinding up. Yeah, he's not really doing too much. Just yesterday, Golden Corral in my area closed without notice and 70 employees laid off. Yeah, and again, I mean, you might look at that and be like, oh, it's only like 70 people. But again, that's in just your area, right? Now imagine that's probably not the only Golden Corral that was closed, and then you multiply that by so many industries and so many cities, and it's like that 70 very easily turns into a couple thousand people. And then you look at a bunch of different chains, and those multiple thousand people turn into tens of thousands of people, and yeah, man, I mean, it's kind of just beginning. It's like it only really started in you notice it'll go sector by sector. So like the tech sector already kind of did their layoffs, right? And like you're still seeing it, like Intel just did a bunch and stuff like that. Now you're seeing it in kind of like the food and like service industry, right? You'll start to see it in like industries like dealerships, right? Sales, right? It's kind of like a cascading effect. Different sectors get hit at different times, and some industries are propped up because of like summer demand, but once that summer demand goes away, some stuff will be propped up over the holidays. Retail might be propped up over the holidays, but come after those holidays, so there are different factors that play into it, that are always playing into it, to be fair to. I mean, I sent that thing in the Discord yesterday. I mean, like I'm telling you guys, if you really want to understand what's going on in the labor market, go onto Reddit. Go onto Reddit. We're going to the Discord. I just posted this literally yesterday. It's this person here, right? In Reddit, right? So r/jobs. I was laid off my $85K a year job after 18 months unemployment. I can't get a job at Walmart. So he was laid off 18 months ago and still can't even get like a job, even at Walmart. He says, I'm really scared. My career earning potential has peaked. My brother makes $120K a year and is barely getting by. I may never get another job that pays what my old one did at 35. I may never work a job with that pay again. Basically saying that his life's over. And then again, there's another comment here. I went from a $65K job to $18.50 an hour out of pure survival. It sucks. Something's very wrong happening right now. I got rejected from Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, countless other jobs I thought would be easy to get. Everything is fucked right now. And again, this post has like 7,000 up likes, 2,000 comments on it. Like, all the top comments have shit like this. And again, like it's very, like, there's a couple obvious things here, right? This guy laid off an $85K a year job. Probably somewhat in tech. I don't know. His brother makes $120K a year. I'm going to assume they're in some sort of like tech-related field. Whatever. There's a bunch of other fields he could be in. I'm just going to assume, though. Been laid off 18 months. Can't even get a job at Walmart. And so you have these people that should be earning way more in higher qualifying jobs, which are now taking jobs from like people that would be qualified. Like this guy trying to get a job at Walmart, like he shouldn't even be at Walmart. Like nowhere in reality should this guy be working at Walmart. The guy who went from $65K an hour or $65K a year to $18.50 an hour, same deal. Probably working in some sort of like everyday business, and now he has to go to work somewhere that he's quite literally overqualified for. Which again is taking jobs from people that are maybe just qualified for those positions. And there's a whole cascading effect over and over and over. And again, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. They have to cut rates. There's just no way they don't. Are you trading the Wyckoff method? So here's the thing with the Wyckoff method. The Wyckoff method is the core of everything that I do. The core of everything that I do. I consistently look for ranges of accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, redistribution. I'm always looking at the three laws of the market, which if you don't know are the law of cause and effect, supply and demand, and the law of effort. Alright, so I'm always using volume, so price action versus volume. This is at the core of everything that I do. And then we have execution models that we've built around that logic, which is what allows us to get in and out of trades. So Wyckoff method is what we use for our analysis, but we use methods that are not taught in Wyckoff logic to actually push the button. Are you okay, you deleted your comment because I kind of just answered it, but yes, yes, you can trade the Wyckoff. You can use Wyckoff to analyze anything. You'll have to get a little crafty with your execution methods, which there's a bunch on my channel, by the way, for free. You're more than welcome to go through. But the problem that people get confused with Wyckoff is Wyckoff never really, in any of his works, and there's again, if you've really studied it, you know when you should be trading the Wyckoff concepts, but most people do not. Wyckoff never really gave like okay, when this and this happens, and this is where you take an entry, set a stop loss, this and that, this is where you take your profits. He never really did that. He taught you how to read price to know which direction it's gonna go, and then you were supposed to make assumptions based off the phases. So you have to add a little bit extra to it. But fantastic, and I have a ton of videos on my channel, bro. So you can definitely check that stuff out. And then if you're ever sharing any Wyckoff charts, man, we got our Discord in the description, completely free. Feel free to hop in there, and if you send any charts, I'll be more than happy to take a look at them and give you feedback. Assuming I'm available, anyway. How do we feel about oil? If I can get to oil's chart without messing it up. Pretty bullish still. Again, I'm looking for where we want to get in on a pullback here. Last we were looking to buy was off of some of the action we've seen down here. Never really executed off of it though. And actually I took an oil loss yesterday, trying to play some liquidity. But I do still like this to the buy side. There's a lot of good fundamentals going on with oil as well. Again, Middle East tensions always help. You have OPEC, which is kind of manipulating the demand a little bit. You have Russia, which just said they're going to extend their gasoline bans, which kind of help out. So I do like it. From a technical standpoint, I think it's done anything too impressive for me just yet. Again, look, a lot of the volatility has died down here, so I'm gonna just let this make out a new range and see if we get something. Again, we have some clear liquidity up here we can target. It's just a matter of how do we get up here now, right? The only thing that I like about this is that we've now filled all the inefficiency throughout this move. That's not enough reason to buy. So ideally what we would get here is this would push up. And then we can get a case of absorption, and then we can buy. I would need to see that high effort sell-off that fails before I could get in this, I think. Even this, this is where's the volume here? This is just there was a lot of range bound nonsense. Check it out for sure. Yeah, no problem, bro. Also, welcome to the channel. It's because it seems like it's your first time. You trade your own money or prop firms? I do a little bit of both, bro. So when I'm doing my day trading on here, or I mean, usually we're not publicly live on YouTube. Usually I run a little premium trader room, but sometimes we're live here for free. Either way, the Discord's free. Y'all can always get free help. But primarily when I'm trading intraday, I'm using prop firm money. I trade with Top Step exclusively, so I will use that, but I also have personal accounts with AMP Futures and TradeStation, both of which I think are fantastic. I kind of take my longer term stuff on that, right? The stuff that I know I'm going to try to hold for multiple days. We tried to take a gold sell setup yesterday, which I got broke even on the personal funds, but I made money in the prop firm. Right, I tried to go short against here. We ended up making our exits, somewhere in the middle of the range here. One of my personal funds, I try to risk from up here and target, down to 24, 40. So it's I use my personal accounts for that, for something I'm going to hold multiple days. And if I'm just kind of intraday scalping or something, I'm usually trading my Top Step accounts. So I leverage both, man. There's no reason everybody shouldn't be leveraging both. If you can't fund up your own futures account, then yeah, obviously trading with Top Step is great. But once you got some payouts and stuff, man, fund up both. Everybody should be using both. Unless you have so much capital that you just like, I just want to risk your own every day. But I like risking Top Steps money. Job market by people who can't think for themselves is hurting. Working for yourself / being a freelancer is up. That's the new future. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you. I mean, I feel like everybody should have their own hustles and everything. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand too, the success rate of having your own hustle is like not not high. It's a pretty high failure rate, right? So like, you know, most people that are side hustling, again, they're side hustling because their job plus their side hustle puts them in a pretty good spot, right? But like one or the other doesn't really work. So it's like they're still a part of the job market. A lot of people that run side hustles are still a part of the job market. That was me for a long time. I was working at Apple. I was working at Tesla. And I was side hustling. I was trading. I was doing my things. You know, I'm happy to be out of that. And, you know, kudos to everybody else that's out of that. But, man, some people are just not, bro. Some people are just not. Alright, so we're in the 9 o'clock hour here, still waiting on the open. I'm normally only just sitting at my desk by this point, so good to see we didn't really miss too much. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Thank you for hopping on with us today. And being willing to learn. That's like the most important thing. A lot of people hop on here, don't ask questions, don't engage, so shout out to y'all that do. Alright, let's go see if, let's see what the AI put out in the news channel in the Discord here. Apologies, family. I gotta fix this bot. This bot keeps pulling headlines from like way earlier in the day. I'm gonna work on this a little bit more today, but for those of you that did join the Discord, which is in the description there, we have a section called News in the community there. It's a bot that I built. It takes headlines, takes recent headlines and feeds it through AI to give you a little bit of a more easy to digest recap of the news of the past hour. Although recently it's been giving it to us for the past couple hours, so I gotta fix that, but let me just see real quick. Settings. Date frequency 1 hour, yeah. Still boring morning here so far. Hopefully we'll get one more trade between 9:30 and 10 and we'll wrap up our day. If not, I'll take the break even for the day. Also, Dogs is supposed to go live today, for those of you that claimed your free Telegram tokens there. Alright, let's see, switch up the music here. What do y'all want? Y'all want, Game of Thrones / House of the Dragon? Y'all want some techno, some house music? Let's see, what's the vibe we feeling right now? No more lo-fi though. We need higher energy into the open. New roof is set here.
Back with another Sundowner house.
More footwork, more energy. Exactly what we need. If we can get below 2460 on spot gold, I'd take the long. 2460. Price differences that much? It's funny because the DXY continue to fall off and gold also continue to fall off. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I would like below the news wave. I don't know though. I don't like it when that and the dollar index are doing the same thing. Probably gonna just look to see if I can ride indices here. I did sneak in a really quick mini contract on MQ. I'm just chilling at break even, but I'm like 95% sure it's gonna take me out at the open. Hoping it doesn't though. I stepped away for a second. Did you miss anything? No, not really. Could always rewind it though. I just looked this up and I'm joining the military because I'm homeless is a growing trend. Yeah, again, not a great trend, but also, I mean, the military could really use it because apparently they're not, their numbers are not doing so hot, so I don't know if that's a strategic thing, but yeah, man, people, dude, it's crazy. When people would rather join the military or like go to jail because life is just that bad, you know things are getting pretty bad. Bro, I would love to move to Japan even if Kamala doesn't get elected. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kamala's gonna win, so that's not gonna surprise me if she does win. I'm pretty sure she's gonna win because Trump just needs to learn how to shut the fuck up, dude. I feel like if Trump just stopped saying stuff and stopped going on interviews, then I feel like he'd have a chance. But he's like he should be doing what she's doing. You notice how she just won't take interviews, she won't talk to anybody? It's because she knows by her speaking it's gonna do more harm than good. Trump needs to understand that same logic. He just needs to shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up. Just stop talking, brother. That's all he's gotta do. And maybe we engineer joblessness so we can fill the military new conspiracy. I mean, I wouldn't put it past the government. What's your entry on the NQ? I took it right before the 1 minute fucking spike. That's why I didn't say anything. Like, as I took, like, it was like instant profits. My entry is 19,108.25. Like, I'll show you right where I am. Like, I literally took it like right as this candle closed. This doji candle. And like as soon as I did, it like spiked up. And like once this candle closed, like, I just went break even. And luckily enough, this didn't take me out. So. Like, I only risked like this. Like, it was like I was gonna do or die on the continuation there. So kind of really just like a lucky type thing. I don't know. Again, like, I don't expect it to hold. I would still rather it take out like the data lows. But if it takes out the data highs first, I'm gonna just exit my position, and that'll be that. There wasn't much I could say in the moment about that one. And it wasn't really supported by much logic other than like an intuition of, okay, well, gold didn't work out, let's see if we can get break even on this real quick. Sky being mad at Trump. I mean, he is, bro. He's ridiculous, dude. It's like I'm a fan of most of his policies outside of the human rights ones. Like, I don't agree with the right on like abortion and, you know, gay rights and all that other stuff. I'm all for the human. I'm all, you know, as a single male, I don't really have an opinion on abortion because it doesn't really, you know, doesn't really directly affect me as of right now. So again, I feel like women should have more voice there. So like, I don't agree with that side of the right. So, but I do agree with like the border policies, and I do agree with a lot of like the business tactics and like foreign tactics. The NATO thing is a little questionable, but like applying pressure to like these foreign entities is like very much fucking needed. Like, we need somebody in there that can do it, whether it's Trump or somebody else. But you know, so it's like I disagree on some fronts, and I agree on, I think the stuff that matters more. I mean, like, abortion rights are like important, gay rights are like important, you know, other things that I agree with the left on are important. But the things that are going to affect you, and again, like, it's tough. It's hard for me to say. Like abortion doesn't affect me, but it does affect a lot of people, and like they should be very fucking loud about that. If depending whatever side you're on, we really even care less what you believe in. But if he would just shut up, so he can get in, and we can like get a handle on like the illegal immigration and kind of get a hand on it, and you know, maybe build a better systematic process to allow people in without allowing anybody in, would just be great. You know, if we could get control of, you know, the Middle East and put Russia back in their place, and, or whatever, so we could solve some of those issues, would be like, are just more pressing to me. But when the person in charge of that is just a fucking asshole, it's tough. Well, it took the 15-minute wick. Alright, I mean, we still gotta wait for the open. I mean, it's ain't shit gonna matter until you push into this liquidity pocket and it's past 9:30. Honestly, this is kind of annoying that I got broke even on this, but I'm up more money on NASDAQ than I would have been on this, so. Yeah, we did get that spillover. It's funny because the DXY is still doing nothing. Yeah, we'll see what becomes of gold here, man, at the open. If the open can sucker in some more sellers, we can get an execution tactic. I would, I don't know though, bro. This is like so springy. Or not springy. This could be like a UTAD. All the characteristics of one. Look at all that buy volume too on the candle that spikes, followed by some decent buying volume, and it's just not able to sustain. I don't know, man. You guys might have to take that one without me. Yeah, it's very UTAD. I don't know if I want to trade against that, honestly. Like even if a live OB were set up, I'd be cautious on that gold, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, like previous Skag went break even too early. That's his own fault. I don't think future Skag wants to fight previous Skag. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like to flip flop on my previous self. It never goes good. Like, I told you all it was gonna sell off. I'm not in it. Like it's tough for me to buy that now. Can you share the Discord link? I can't find it on YouTube. It's a WAP link, but I got you with the direct Discord link if you don't want to use that. Like I agree. Going through WAP is like a normal. Let me get you the. I got you. 1 second. It's just that Discord links fucking expire randomly, even when you set them to always work. I got you right now. I didn't have my own stream open. 1 second. There you go. Let's see what you guys are talking about back over here. Let me see. Skag Japan 2025. Yeah, Mark and I just talked about that too, by the way. Mark is trying to get me to move to Japan. So I think irrespective of who wins, I think Mark is forcing me. Getting shot again won't work. He was never shot. That's another thing too. I don't even believe that Trump was shot. I don't think it ever made contact with his ear. I think that, honestly, I think that was more of a, I don't know. The ear does not heal that quick. There's no way you were bleeding from your ear and like the next day you like didn't like I don't know. As somebody that prefers Trump's policies, I think that whole thing was some bullshit. I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of it doesn't make sense. It's again, whether he did it or somebody else organized it, I don't know. But it's very suspicious, and I don't fully believe in it. Matt, so we talking politics. I'm out of here. What's good, Matt? Hopefully you enjoying your vacation / birthday whenever that is or happening. NQ is still pushing up here. 7 minutes out from the open. Gold still spilling over again. Fighting previous skag, just not a good idea, man. Again, I called the shorts. I went break even too early. That's my own fault. It is what it is. You know. I'm in some NQ buys. Again, those are working out, so I can't be mad. Gold really fell? Yeah, I told you, bro. If the numbers came out like they did, I would favor the shorts. Indices are not following, which I find to be a little odd. So if we do take these data highs here, if we take these data highs and we return under them for any reason, I'm out of it. I'm out of Nasdaq. So I'm gonna be trailing this as we open because I'm not gonna trust it with gold falling the way it does. And maybe gold's the one that recovers. That's fine. I don't need that much at a NQ, right? Because again, my setup looked like this. I'm in from like 108. My stop loss was here. Again, so I'm pushing like 1 to 3 above this. I'm good. I don't need anything beyond that, really. I'm floating 830 right now. I'm gonna lock in $250 just to get the winning trading day. And yeah, if it pushes that high, I'm gonna be floating over like $1,200. So I don't need it. I just don't need it. I'd rather just lock in the money. Let me see, hold on. Very UTA-ish. I wish I took that instead of NQ. Well, I missed a bunch of comments here. To an extent in the abortion topic, women can have all the choice, but the men don't. I don't support an active murder. So, no. So, you don't misconstrue what I said there. I was talking just from my perspective. As a single male, I feel like my opinion on it, if you were gonna put a hierarchy of people that should have the largest voice on it, I would put myself at the bottom of that ranking. Now, obviously, it can affect me in the future because I can get into a relationship. I can be with somebody, and we can have a situation in which that conversation comes up between us two. And I think that people that are married, right, married men should have more of an opinion on that than I do in its current field. Because again, like they could be in a situation with their significant other, assuming that is a female anyway, where they have to have that conversation, right? But I also feel like, again, women, whether they're married or unmarried, have a more of a voice there. I just do. It's just again, that's just my opinion. Other people can disagree with that if they want, but as somebody who's like a single male, like I'm not going to the voting booth with like abortion in mind. I'm just not. Like it's not the top of the things that I think I should have a voice or an opinion on. So like I'm not voting with that in mind. Now obviously my vote impacts what other people will do, and that could be anybody's vote. But again, there are just certain topics where, you know, for me, when I go to the voting booth, there's a hierarchy of things that I care about. And if as a single male, I walked up there and I was like, well, abortion is the thing that I care the most about, I just feel like that's not, like, that's just weird. That's just weird. So I'm not saying that men shouldn't have a voice or an opinion in it, and there are lots of men that absolutely should. But I'm on the side that, again, that, like, it should just be allowed, and it should be between the people that are involved. So, yeah, don't misconstrue what I was saying. Like, and I do agree. It is murder. Again, I don't disagree with that. I am in the belief of the field that, yeah, you know, all abortion can be classified as murder. But I also believe in things like the death penalty. Like, I believe for some levels of, like, crime that we should have the death penalty, which is also being for murder, to be fair. Right? I believe that our country, and any country on Earth, has the right to defend itself from ongoing threats. That is supporting murder. So, miss me with the whole moral bullshit of it, because there's many things that people believe in that supports, to some degree, some sort of level of murder. So, it is what it is. You know, rip my head off for it if you want to. But those are my beliefs, and I stand by it. And I think they're based in logic. I think they're based in logic. I don't think they're too emotional. I think that all works out pretty well. Alright, 2 minutes till the open here. Let's stop talking about shit that nobody cares about. AI pics and videos are becoming so good that likely a chance for content creators to operate on it. Yeah, I've seen all this stuff about Kamala and, like, maybe it being AI. I mean, as somebody who uses a lot of AI, I have no opinion on that, really. Yeah, it's not my primary thought when going to the booth. I just feel that adults should have more accountability for their own actions. Yes, but there's also, again though, that's the thing though. It's like, I look at it like two ways, right? I can either do this. I can either say that abortion's okay and have the situations where somebody is, like, raped and they can abort their baby. And in which case, then I support the murder of the man who committed the rape. Like, I believe that, like, if you rape somebody, you put them in a situation where, like, they now have to make, like, a crazy life choice like abortion, that person should be up for the death sentence. So it's like where do I draw my moral line? You know, where do I draw that moral line? So it is what it is. But again, sensitive topics. I know Wally wants to move away from it, so. But people vote based off these things, man. These things do, unfortunately, impact markets in some way. So let's see here. We got the open, NQ, and the Dow. The Dow is pushing up. NQ starting to push up, so beautiful there. Gold. Yeah, good luck to the people that are trying to buy gold, I think. I want to see what happens above these data highs. I'm going to exit my longs again if we can push above here. The dollar index recovering, man. Again, I don't think that bodes well for gold. NQ is still pushing above the data highs now. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna keep trailing my stop here, locking in $400 or so. See, now it's gonna depend on what actually happens at these data highs. Instant rejection there. Gold still doing its thing. I am still not running for its data highs. So maybe we get a push through here. I'm gonna trail my stop to plus 800 because if this comes back. I'd rather just have the $800. Currently floating 1300. I'm just gonna take this money here to get another push up. I really like to lock in the 1,000. Where's the interesting reaction off the data highs here. Dow kind of struggling too. I would like to see it sucker in more people above those data highs. I would really rather it not just spike above it like that. I would rather we actually get like a clearer break. But not look like the NASDAQ has that in mind. Dow's still pushing, man. And Nasdaq ran them data highs and instant reactions. I still would rather see both run the data highs. I know some people want to look at that. Yeah, NQ, man. I would have loved to push sell buttons up there. I don't know, man. I say it for myself too. Again, I know it's a sensitive topic for some people, but if I did something that heinous, I would hope that my humans took me out so I could never do it again. All right, NQ with some interesting action here, though, brother. What is the Dow doing? YM spiked them data highs, but they have no entry really that we could have taken. Just an immediate spike and drop. It is never fun. Hopefully we get a pullback or something we could take advantage of. Just playing it down. Now doesn't want to take data highs? Really? Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I mean, I got my stop profit on that, but it's unfortunate that we didn't get an entry above there, so... Maybe we got a little reaction or something. Maybe we can scalp the Dow to its data highs still. Is that a play? We risk them? What is Nasdaq doing? We trade this to data highs maybe? This is gonna get away from us, I think. Gold still hasn't produced anything down here that we like. Again, though, I still think playing with this is probably reckless. What you're probably forming here is probably a lone candle. You're probably gonna just end up pushing it down here anyway. Wonder though if you can maybe sneak a Dow trade like this. So 1 to 2.3 now. Okay. Yeah, I mean my stop profit for like 650 hit. I think I'll just take that. 937. I wouldn't really consider this a high effort E-race either. Sort of needed more volume. The NQ just isn't quite holding up like the Dow. It's possible that NQ just does nothing and the Dow runs to the data highs, and then we can maybe get short at that point. But I will say, if NQ recovers back above here, there's no reason. I would throw away the short idea. The Dow would be taking its highs by that point. Maybe it just doesn't take it at all. Lots of chop, man. Lots of chop. I took a gold short that I went break even on, and then it took me out at break even and then fell all the way to the TP, so... Not really. So unfortunately we took one trade and we got broken even. You know, one account I can trade with, but not really feeling markets today. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would feel better if we took the data highs on the Dow. NQ, I would have loved to short NQ above there, but it just didn't give us enough of anything. Volume wasn't even really that great. I mean, I guess we could say that this is our high effort E-race, but that's just not ideal. I still think this is a slow grind until to fill the data highs. I wouldn't be surprised if we take data highs and data lows, but I think this takes the highs first. Yeah, nothing that I would really execute on. I think these are just doing the complete inverse of each other at any given minute. One's going up, one's going down. Yet this is continuing low. Okay. Yeah, family, I think I want to just wrap up my day. Oh, just unfortunate. We took the break even on it too early, even though the trade idea was beautiful. Again, I still don't know if I would trade away from this. I still don't know if I would trade towards this. I think I would still wanna hold this to the short side. But again, unless you already have an entry, I don't think there's much you can do with that. These are looking like NQ was the better sell up there at the high. Again, if the Dow gives you a fill of the data highs and starts to fall off like NQ, I could see you guys selling into the rest of the day, but without that, I don't know, man. I'm just not this type of action just does not interest me. Yeah, family, anything else? Any final questions, comments, concerns? Anything you guys want me to cover? Let me know, though. I'll give you all an extra 5-10 minutes here. Gold ETAD and effects, gold buy. I don't know, man. Good luck on the gold buys. Good luck on those. I think this is too much like a distribution phase C. I mean, like, you might get like a little recovery till it spills over again, but I don't know. I wouldn't play this. This took liquidity one way. It took liquidity the other way. Like, where would I be interested in trading this to? It's like, I'm looking to trade from liquidity to liquidity. So this already made its move today. There's nothing interests me about that. Same thing with this. Like, this took the data highs. Now it's looking to move to the data lows. Like, I wish it did something up there for me to execute off of, but it just didn't. I mean, the Dow, again, the Dow, the Dow might have a brain of its own, bro. I mean, like, you might still have this set up, but I'm just not interested in taking this. Like, with NQ and gold already moving, like, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to force something there myself. Was that NQ buy from the test of the erased candle? No, don't even look into my NQ buy too much. That was me just trying to front run. The one that I took over here, that was... No, that was me just reading price for what it was and just seeing if I can get in a quick little scalp. That's not something that was like highly logical, brother. Don't read into my position there too much. In fact, you should just ignore that I even took that, because again, I locked in like a little bit of profit on that, but it's not there's like no video on my channel that would teach you what I did there. It's more intuition than anything. You can even call it a gamble if you want. I don't even care if you classify it that way. I was waiting for the wick fill on gold and talked myself out of the idea. Do I ever trade PM session? Yeah, I look at the markets during PM session. We don't typically do it as like a group because every time I start up the live stream, the market just does nothing. Like, it's just super slow. We've talked about like doing movie nights in like the Discord where like we'll put on like a movie and maybe we'll watch the market for like an hour and a half, 2 hours throughout the movie. If you guys are interested in that, I mean, we can consider that. Again, we're doing like movie night, but Asian sessions are such a hit or miss, dude. I like to just look at it, you know, while I'm doing my thing, and if something looks good, I'll send a signal. But other than that, like, the live streams are kind of just super boring. There's no data coming out, there's no news, there's no headlines to talk about, so we would need something to fill the time. But yeah, family, I think I'm good on today. Let's take a quick look at the Dow. Yeah, so the Dow just missed its wick fill there, and is already plummeting down. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I took my stop profit. I'm plus like 600 on the day, with all things considered, so I'm good. I love and appreciate y'all, family. Hopefully you learned something, or just had fun, or maybe you hate me now because of the live stream and things that I've said. Either or are good with me. But I love and appreciate y'all. See y'all in the Discord or on tomorrow's live stream. It's your boy Skag, and I'm tuning out for now.